There's something really powerful happening right now. This week, we have 7 planets moving through Aries, which has not happened since the year 879. The energy is not subtle. This energy is ignition, initiation, and many of us are calling it a sort of reset. And I'm sure that you are already feeling it in your body. Things are speeding up, clarity is arriving with quickness and precision. There's been less tolerance for confusion or avoidance and for staying in the places that we know that we've outgrown. This is definitely the energy of Aries. This is the beginning, this is the spark, this is the moment where life asks us to move forward. And when I sit with this energy, I cannot help but think of the Orisha Ogun. Ogun is the Orisha of iron, of action, of clearing the road. And he doesn't do this where he waits for perfection or perfect conditions. He moves. He cuts through what's in the way and he tells the truth through his action. And right now, with this Aries stellium, that's what so many of us are being asked to do. We're being asked to choose, to move, to stop lingering in the in-between space. But this year, Ogun is not walking alone. According to La Letra del Año from Cuba, Oshún is walking beside him. And this really matters because where Ogun is the blade, Oshún is the river. And she reminds us that not everything needs to be forced, that we don't have to push our way through every threshold. Some things we can attract, some things we can allow, and some things we can soften into. I believe that this is really the balance that we need right now. Because this much Aries energy, 7 planets, can feel intense. It can feel reactive, it can feel aggressive, both internally and externally. I mean, we are seeing it on the world stage right now. And we're feeling it within our own systems. This is affecting us from the microcosm to the macrocosm. And so the work for these next couple weeks becomes, how do we move all of this energy in a healthy way? Aries rules the head, it rules the blood. And so if you've been feeling overstimulated, restless, a little bit on edge, you're not alone. This time calls for movement, for breath work, for tending to the physical body, and also for tending to our liver, because that's where we hold anger, that's where we hold irritation, it's where we hold resentment, it's where we hold grudges. And we don't suppress this fire. We want to learn how to work with it because this moment is also deeply healing. This Friday, we have a new moon in Aries alongside the sun and Chiron in Aries. And this is bringing up a lot of wounds around identity and self-trust and the ability to begin. So I ask, where have you been holding back? Where have you been afraid of taking up space? This energy is asking us to meet ourselves there. Not gently, but honestly. And without losing that heart's desire, that heart's fire. That is Oshun's teaching. How can you move forward without becoming hardened? How can you hold your boundaries without closing yourself off? And how can we carry both? How can we be both the blade as well as the river? To me, this is what integration looks like. And this is what we're here to learn, truthfully. Every year, La Letra del Año from Cuba gives us a message for the collective. And as I mentioned, this year, Ogun and Oshún are walking together. Soon, I'll be sharing more about the perspective from Candomblé and our Ile here in São Paulo, because these teachings are very much alive, and they deepen and they shift depending on where you're listening from. But for now, just know this. The energy is moving. The path is opening. And we are truly being asked to step forward. Not perfectly, but truthfully and honestly. These next few weeks are really a threshold. This is the becoming. And so how will you show up? If you're interested in learning more, check out my Substack where I dive deep into this new moon in Aries, the Aries stellium that we're experiencing, and more transmissions live there on herbalism, spiritual herbalism, Orisha cosmology, psychosomatics, and some personal stories from my time here in Brazil. You can also find more information for medicines and remedios from our Botanica that are really helpful for this Aries transit, this Aries stellium. And of course, our School of Remembrance that begins this June. We have applications open and we'll dive a lot more into these types of teachings. So I hope to see you at one of our platforms. Have a beautiful new moon and show it for yourself. Step through, walk through the threshold because you are the medicine and you already know where your heart is leading you.